This year in Canada, it was the people of Lytton, British Columbia, who watched their homes burn. The farmers of the Sumas Prairie who lost animals and livelihoods to floods. And drought-stricken cattle farmers in Manitoba forced to sell herds they could no longer feed.
So people on the planet are getting clobbered by climate change. Nearly half of humanity is living in the danger zone.
The latest report from the UN's Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change warns climate is already having a staggering impact on human health. More than 3 billion people globally, that's more than 40%, are considered highly vulnerable to the impacts of climate change, and 15 times more likely to die from extreme weather events.
What the report really clearly shows is that, quite frankly, right now we're not on track to being resilient to climate change in the future. And the window for action is rapidly closing.
Because while it still may be possible to adapt to future heat waves, fires, and floods, if the global climate is allowed to warm beyond 1.5 degrees Celsius, any hope of building resiliency could disappear.
The facts are undeniable. This abdication of leadership is criminal. The world's biggest polluters are guilty of arson on our only home.
Fueled by Canada's status as the 5th largest producer of the world's oil and gas.
If climate change were a car crash, Canada's in the driver's seat.
We must continue to cut our emissions and build resiliency through our society.
But while Ottawa points to its carbon tax and commitments to emissions reductions, so far Canada's greenhouse gas emissions have only continued to rise. Heather Yourex-West, Global News, Calgary.